Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's had a fabulous week. It's Friday and now we're headed into the weekend. I can't even believe another week is gone. Time is just going by so fast here lately. So, today's message is titled, Waiting for Perfect Weather. Well, that might be self-explanatory. I'm sure you know where I'm headed with this. I'm going to jump right in here, though, with Ecclesiastes 11:4. Whoever watches the wind will not plant. Whoever looks at the clouds will not reap. Or some translations say harvest. Well, what does that mean? What? Well, it's pretty simple. I grew up on a farm. I grew up farming, so it made perfect sense to me. But if you're not familiar with how all that works, maybe you're thinking, what exactly does that mean? Well, when you go to plant your field, if the wind is blowing, it's going to blow your seed off the pattern that you need to plant. It's going to blow it away where it doesn't take root. So you don't want to plant when it's really windy. So it's saying if you're steady watching the wind and waiting for the wind to be perfect, you may never get your field planted. And if you don't get it planted in time, you miss the season. And if you miss the season, you miss the harvest, you miss the income, you miss everything that benefits from the field. It also says whoever looks at the clouds will not reap or harvest. Well, obviously you don't want to get started harvesting your crop if it's about to rain. So you're steady looking at the clouds. Oh, what does it look like today? Nope, looks like it's going to rain today, so I'm going to wait. Well, you know, crops get ready to be harvested. There's an expiration date on that because if you wait too long, the crop is ruined. If you do it too soon, the crop's not ready. But if all you're doing is waiting on the weather, you're never going to find the perfect time. So what great words of wisdom about waiting. Everything in life has a time and has a season, and if you are constantly trying to wait for everything in your life to be perfect, it's really never going to happen. There really is no perfect timing for things. And God is calling us now. God is calling us now. So many people say, well, I'm going to wait until I finish this project I'm working on. Then I'll start reading my Bible. That'll be my next project. Or I am guilty of using this one in the past. Well, I'm going to wait till I get moved to my new house and then find a church body to go to. I moved around a lot, and as a result, I never found that church body until recently. So if we're constantly waiting on everything to be perfect, we're going to miss a lot of opportunities. This may be a little bit of a sad analogy, but did you know that according to studies, as of February this year, 2021, that over 37,000 Americans die in automobile crashes every year? More than 90 people die in accidents every day. Now you might say, why are you telling us this? Because that is just horrible. And it is. It is absolutely horrible. There was a mother that got up this morning and on her way to work was thinking about what she was going to cook for dinner when she got home. She didn't make it home. There was a father who was planning on picking his kids up from school, but he never made it. We don't know how much time we have. We don't know when our time is going to be over. When you live your life constantly waiting on perfection, you're wasting time. God is calling His children now. The time is now. God has been waiting all this time. He's been waiting on His children to come back to Him to fulfill all His promises. My daughter and I were reading in Jeremiah the other night, and it almost seemed like I had reread a chapter because I'm like, wait a minute, didn't he just say this exact same warning? And then it dawned on me, no, it is literally, I didn't reread it. It is just time after time after time that God is warning the children of Israel. He's warning his people, hey, you have got to turn around and go the right direction, or I'm fixing to end it. And it seems redundant because he tried so hard. He warned them so many times and they just wouldn't listen. And then he made good on his promises and they were exiled from the promised land. He's calling us right now. He's been giving us warning after warning after warning. The time is now. What are you waiting on? You can't wait on the perfect season. You can't wait on the perfect weather. You can't wait on what you think is the perfect time to get right with God, to get close to God, because the time is now. There's going to be a harvest. God's going to harvest his children. I want to be in that harvest. But if you never plant yourself in his word, if you never plant yourself, you can't be part of the harvest. So the time is now. Don't waste any more time. Don't wait for the weather to be perfect. And that's our message for today.